What's up YouTube? This is Nameless here. Today I want to talk about the Google Pixel 3 and the Google Pixel 3 XL. I know there's been a lot of leaked footage out there, but we're approaching the Google event that's actually on October the 9th, so we're 11 days away. So we get everything squared away and all the cards out on the table, we can figure out what's in there. But I just wanted to recap and go over what we kind of do know that's been leaked and what information we can kind of expect. And also some other rumors of other stuff that they may be debuting during the event. So, y'all ready? Let's get into it. Alright, so the Google Pixel 3 has always been a smartphone that's just been taking over the world with the smart camera portion of it. I mean, they render awesome images, and for the last 2 years they've been pretty much in the top number one, number two spot of smart cameras. So or camera phones. Again, so the specs that's going to be on the Google Pixel 3, which has been leaked, it's going to support obviously a single lens in the rear facing on the back of the device. It's going to support this year 2 dual 8 megapixel camera lenses in the front, which is crazy. They're supposed to be debuting something called Super Selfie technology, which we'll find out more during the event. The Pixel 3 will not have a notch this year, and the Pixel 3 XL will have a notch, which we've grown accustomed to pretty much because every smartphone of 2018 has pretty much introduced some form of a notch, except for the Samsung S9 and the Samsung Note 9 this year. It will not have the 3.5mm headphone jack. It will support USB-C charging. It's going to ship with the latest Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, which is the 845, which has been doing really well this year, especially in the Note 9 and the S9 smartphones that's actually out on the market right now. It's going to come with 4 gigs of RAM, and it's going to be sporting that new Adreno 630 GPU with a display resolution of 1440 by 2960. It's going to come in 2 different storage options. You can either select the 64GB one or the 128GB one. And rumors have it that the battery life this year is actually going to increase from 2700 milliamps to 2915 milliamps. So it's a decent jump in the battery life. Let's see how Google with their Clean OS actually utilizes that additional battery life. The 2 dual front-facing cameras are going to be 8 megapixel, and they're going to actually have more of a depth of field now. One of the lenses is actually going to be a wide-angle lens on the front-facing camera, and the other one's actually going to still be a telephoto lens. But it's actually going to have variable aperture this year. So variable aperture is something that we actually seen in the Note line, in the S9 and the Note line of this year, where the adjustable aperture. But now they're going to have a variable aperture in the front-facing cameras of the Pixel 3 and 3 XL, and the f-stops are going to be either 2.2 or 1.8. And just remember, just for anyone that doesn't know, the lower the f-stop or the lower the aperture, the more light that's allowed through to the sensor board, which is actually going to render a better image, a clearer, sharper image. So basically, it's going to take pretty much impressive low light pictures, but on a front facing camera. They haven't really released any information regarding their back facing camera lens and what is actually the megapixels and what it's actually going to do, but I'm pretty sure we'll find out more. Speaking of the back facing camera, they already released the DxO Mark reviews on it, and it scored a 107. Now, from what I've heard, the DxO Mark Review's highest score this year was a 109, and that's held by the Huawei P20, which actually renders and actually has 3 separate camera lenses on the back of its device, and one of those camera lenses is actually supposed to be 40 megapixels, so that's pretty impressive. I mean, with a 40 megapixel camera, you would expect to win. Also, there's supposed to be rumors that there's going to be wireless charging now with the Pixel 3 and the 3 XL, which is kind of cool. They're also going to basically debut a new charging base that will allow you to obviously wireless charge charge, but in addition, it will actually allow you to use it as a photo frame, so you can set up your album that you want off of Google Photos and have it, spin through those series of pictures. It also will allow you to use your Google phone as a Google Home device without actually having to unlock it, so you can do your Google searches on the device and cast to Chromecast or play music in other rooms with the device actually being in the lock state when it's on the actual charging. They're introducing a couple more wallpapers. Their wallpapers now has always been pretty fluid and have movement and motion to it, but now they're actually going to have motion within tilt detection, rotation and turn detection, and even rumors have said that it's going to be, if you actually have music playing in the background, it'll simulate your wallpaper to actually mimic some of the sounds that it actually hears in the background. Another cool feature that they actually rumored to leak is scanning business cards or scanning information off of a business card or a picture or email address, and so you'll use your camera to scan the information from it. It'll extract it and automatically open up Google's Gmail app to allow you to email directly from just a scan without actually capturing the image. So there we have it. These are all the leaks that I've had and I've read and reviewed so far. Tell me, what do you guys think about it? What do you want to see in the new Google Pixel and the Google Pixel 3 line? Or even if you want to see a new watch with the new smartphone watches that's coming out, what would you want to see differently? What would you want to see better? What would you want to see that them improve? Leave that in the comment section below. Alright, if you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. One last thing, since we're in the age where $1,000 is pretty much going to be the normal price range of smartphones, do you think that Google has enough in their smartphone line to actually justify spending $1,000 on the Google Pixel 3 or no? So leave that comment below. Again, like the content, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Alright, see you guys later.